Hi, welcome to another edition of Foxy Little Nuggets, where we take the news and serve it in manageable portions, because swallowing the whole thing at once could constitute a medical emergency. We'll begin with Andy Burnham, who's decided Britain spent far too long telling every teenager they must go to university. They're reversing that now. He wants a better way, a more respectable way and route into adult life, and for that end, his new plans say pupils from the age of 14 will be able to combine English, maths, and a couple of other core subjects with technical education, workplace training, and placements at local employers. Burnham says society should value the hard hat as much as the graduation cap, and he's quite right. And I believe it's called mortarboard. But there we go. Britain urgently needs electricians, engineers, builders, coders, skilled technicians, rather than another 40,000 graduates emerging with £60,000 worth of debt and a degree in media studies. Schools will also be judged more heavily on whether they actually prepare school pupils for employment and adult life, rather than just entry into academia. Quite right too. It's an extraordinary innovation. Education connected to getting a job. If only somebody had thought about this 25 years ago when Blair was in charge. Life would be a bit better now, wouldn't it? Blair wanted half the country to attend university. Burnham has finally realised that somebody still has to construct the university, wire it, repair it, fix its boiler. Explain to the Vice-Chancellor why the new diversity logo has brought down the computer network. And then when asked how much it's all going to cost, they've got to be able to stand there and convincingly go... But he says this will lift people out of debt because they won't have the £50,000 or £60,000 worth of student debt when they leave uni. Very good. Moving on, we're going to go to Mr. Ed Miliband, the bacon eater extraordinaire. He's taking Britain's seat at the board of the World Bank. Normally a task for a very junior minister, but Ed has decided that global climate finance requires his personal attention. He says the appointment will send the unambiguous signal that Britain remains committed to international development and climate leadership. Miliband needs to be committed, of course, but only to the loony bin. Unfortunately, Britain's international aid budget has been cut to 0.3% of national income, although still quite an immense amount of billions, meaning the signal may be unambiguous, but, it's still money going out of the country. Milliband, of course, will attend meetings in Bangkok and Washington, so not helping much with global warming there. And he'll be expected to clash with Trump, which wants the World Bank concentrating on other things, not climate change. Still, it's comforting to know that while we're all counting the cost of our expensive electricity, Ed Miliband will be at 30,000 feet for many hours at a time, sipping champagne, quaffing his caviar and thinking what a good boy he is. As long as they don't offer him a bacon sandwich, all should be well. If the bacon comes out, he's in trouble. Next, the Adam Smith Institute says the number of millionaires living in Britain has fallen to its lowest level since 2008's financial crisis. Its latest estimate says that 442,000 have left the country. The think tank blames falling asset prices, low savings, high taxation, the abolition of non-doms, and the repeated threats of further taxes on wealth. They are fleeing quickly. Its suggested solution is to scrap inheritance tax, remove capital gains tax, and make Britain considerably more attractive to investors and entrepreneurs. The government may take a slightly different view. After all, Labour promised to make wealthy people pay more tax, and the simple way to achieve that is apparently to encourage them to become wealthy people living in Dubai or Switzerland. That's the difficulty. Millionaires tend to own businesses, invest capital, employ people, and contribute significant amounts of money to revenue. You see, there's the thing. You can shear a sheep repeatedly. You can only skin it once. And once the sheep has moved to Dubai, even Rachel Reeves will struggle to send it a tax demand. Our fourth story concerns the Islamic Centre of England, which remains authorised by the Home Office. I could not believe this story. It remains authorised by the Home Office to sponsor skilled worker and religious visas. This is despite an ongoing investigation by the Charity Commission into its links, alleged at least, with the Iranian regime. Now, the centre has faced controversy over governance rules, once requiring a representative of Iran's supreme leader, a vigil for Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, and merchandise reportedly linked to Hezbollah and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. The centre denies being an arm of any foreign government, but then it would say that, wouldn't it? It says it operates as an independent British charity. That doesn't sound very British, doesn't seem very British. The Home Office says it has not sponsored any workers since 2022, and it could lose its licence if wrongdoing is uncovered. And it should not be a charity. And that leaves us in the, I suppose, very curious position where the organisation is considered sufficiently concerning to investigate, but not yet sufficiently concerning to remove its power to assist enemies of Britain entering Britain. Apparently, the Home Office operates on the principle that the stable shore should remain open until the horse has completed a full regulatory consultation and then been found that it's not actually a horse at all. Great, isn't it? And finally, I want to talk about Adam Peaty. He has won a Commonwealth bronze in the 50-metre breaststroke after producing a late surge to take the medal by just 1/100th of a second. The 31-year-old is no longer dominating every race as he once did. But after years of personal difficulties, exhaustion, uncertainty, worries about his future, he's back and he's competing on the international stage and he's still collecting medals. Peaty said he now sees himself as a human being first and an athlete second, which may be, I think, perhaps the healthiest victory of all. Elite sport usually celebrates the people who finish first, lionises them. But sometimes the better story is the champion who falls, who struggles, who rebuilds himself and discovers that third place can still feel like a triumph. 1/100th of a second, though. That's close. It's a damn close run thing. It's proof, though, that occasionally it really is worth refusing to give up until the very last splash. 26.94. And the person who came in fourth was 26.95. Like my wallet. Nothing in it. But well done to him. Well done. Another medal to the hall. Although it's only the Commonwealth Games, we shouldn't get too excited. But let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.